Hi there, this is Beth with Ray of Light, and I just wanted to do kind of like a follow-up video because the Barr letter, I'm going to call it letter because it really, that's what it was, has been released, and there's a lot of uproar on social media about it. I guess I should just say, if anybody happens to read this, if you're a Trump supporter, you're probably not going to, I'm not the person probably for you to follow. I'm not, although I do see from the spiritual perspective his use by the universe in kind of exposing the great shadows of America. Oh, he's been a great mirror for several things. So I'm not somebody who thinks that he doesn't have his use on the planet. I guess the summing up would be this little quote of, while this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate him. Since the report hasn't been released, we really don't know what the report says. This is what Barr says the report says. Now, I am not surprised because of the reading I did yesterday, which made it very clear to me that this was not going to be the thing that takes him down. And what I was told was this was the first salvo. This was like the plane going into the tower. It wasn't the tower coming down. And right now, we really are not sure what's in the report. So I just kind of wanted to see if my guides had anything they wanted me to add to that. I'm actually been very calm about it since the reading yesterday, because I didn't think that this was what a lot of people were hoping it would be. So I, just had a bunch of my cards go flying. So let me see what just kind of jumped out and see what it needs to be. I think I'm just going to look at these cards because they seem to be kind of interesting. So let me put, and I'm reading with the universal weight. So the very first thing, I've got this Seven of Cups. And as I have said previously, I read these things intuitively and may or may not read them traditionally. And what I'm actually getting from this card right at the moment is confusion. There's a lot of confusion. There were people, I think, that were kind of buying into the illusion that and I've been guilty of it at times myself, that this Mueller was going to be the end-all be-all and it was going to take him down. No, there's still a great deal of fog around all of this. But I am going to say I'm also feeling like the cups are the reminder of all the other investigations, because I believe there's 17 total investigations that are going on. And here we go, we get the 10 of Wands. I actually am getting this being Mueller. Like, man, he's been carrying a load. I'm hearing my guides say that there is information in that that in Mueller's report, not in what Barr is saying, in Mueller's report, that is very problematic for Trump. And I get the image of Barr trying to hold something back, like in a sense, the card's kind of changing in front of me as I look at it. I get it like the person he's trying to hold something back, like water, or he's trying to hold the different strands of this back. Like, I feel like he phrased that the way he did. He's trying to hold back, in some ways, the inevitable. And I may not be right about this, but this is my take on it. I can only go that way. There's a lot of emotions around this. For people who are not supportive of Donald Trump, it's very emotional, and there's a lot of upset people, and there's a lot of people crowing who are Trump supporters. But I'm going to tell you that I feel like this was a wake-up call for a lot of people in different ways. Number one, I feel like the reality of it is the power has never been in Mueller's hands. The power to change this country isn't in our leadership's hands. It's in the people's hands. It's always been in the people's hands. And I'm once again going to say I believe there are things in Mueller's actual report that are very problematic. And I'm also reiterating what they told me yesterday, which is some things have been kind of farmed out. The fires are still going to flame up. This is not over with. And if you're a Trump person and think this is over and he's all exonerated, you're going to be disappointed too. What I'm hearing my guides say is there's a and I'm keep getting that image of somebody trying to hold up a wall, or trying to, it's more like a dam. Like I feel like a dam is being held up, and I'm seeing the little Dutch boy with the finger in the dam, but I'm literally getting it like hands are trying to hold a dam up. That dam is going to break at some point. Nothing is inevitable here. And I know there's going to be a lot of people who think that they're going to feel like I feel like a sense of hopelessness. He got away with it, he's getting away with it and all of that. That's still not what I'm seeing. I've always felt the timing was still April through October. I might be wrong about that. It could be April through October of next year. I have feeling the plane going down. I keep seeing images of disasters still. So I'm hearing them say they can crow right now, but in the end, I don't think that song is going to be as meaningful to them as they think. I know over the next couple of days, there's going to be a lot of media stuff, and people on the right are really going to be, I keep hearing it, they're going to be crowing, they're going to be playing the fiddle, they're going to be, we told you soing, without getting the big picture. He wasn't exonerated. Literally, I've got this written down here, I'm sorry. While this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate him. And there's more stuff in there. And what I feel is like the tug of war now with the Democrats getting the full report. And I'm also feeling there's the potential of some whistleblower kind of people who come out and say, hey, here's pieces of what, just get prepared for like a barrage of different information coming out. Some of it from that report that is going to be a pushback to the kind of the media story that the people on the right are going to be saying about he's been exonerated, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not exactly what's gone on here. And this is not over. This is a long haul. And once again, there, as they showed me yesterday, think of D-Day. This is simply the first salvo, and there are things in there that are going to come out. This is not over. And I knew yesterday this wasn't going to be the thing that took him down. But don't underestimate it either. So anyway, blessings. I don't know if anybody will even listen to this, or if it makes any sense to you if you do. But I'm still getting those images of the first part of a disaster, and almost the first part of a disaster that looks like it's not going to be a disaster, or there's some kind of wounding, and the first part of the disaster has happened before the full extent. This is a long fight. Our democracy is still in peril, in my opinion. But there's also great change and evolution going on. and I'm still hopeful. So blessings to anybody who comes across this if you do, and have a pleasant evening. Oops.